Well, hey there. Welcome back to Bones Family Homestead. So, it's been a minute. I'm trying to get used to making these videos, but needless to say, it's not exactly the easiest thing to remember. Now, I'm inside the house currently. You see, we got this couch here, which is way better than camping chairs. And we have decided in that light, still have to build the door still, but got a nice little shower system here. So, the bucket of water and the shower. The propane line comes off that left empty one, and the propane tank sits below there, which then pumps the water from here into there, and then the propane tank heats it up, throws it out the shower, and bam, hot water. So that's a good thing. Got ourselves the sink and toilet and set up and everything else in here. Got a fully functional bathroom, but it's still a homestead bathroom. Solar lights and everything. I even installed an exhaust fan. Big news, big news. Bam! We have a refrigerator in here finally. And of course the stove and everything else. We just got done cooking not long ago. I did get my tools. Can't really see them all that well back there, but there's a lot of them. And I started brewing my wine a little bit here and there, as you see it up there. Personal use only, of course. Huge ordeal that, thank you very much, Reggie. Reggie has been a godsend and a lifesaver, bringing everything that he possibly can down. And Sandy, watching my niece's dog for her. There's my niece's dog. Gonna have her for a little bit, but not too long. See that speaker right here? This big boy right here is my stereo. As well as this big boy here. It's another part of my stereo. It's very bright. Hi, Huckles. Huckles here. Another part of the pack that was welcomed in. Belongs to my buddy Brandon. Lives down the mountain. Down that way a little bit. But she's a good girl. I welcome all dogs on my property who are friendly. Roxanne likes coming up. Belongs to Ray. Dogs that come up here from everywhere and anywhere that are on this mountain. It's crazy. Got a bunch of garden plants over here. Gonna have to transplant over here. And got the fence line starting all the way back and around. As you can see, keeps on going. But the dogs kept getting out, so what'd I do? I went down here, cut pallets, put them along, and now the dogs can't get out at all, which is actually the number one reason that most people on the mountain bring their dogs up here, because, well, they can't get out. So we have the mill area going and the wood area and everything else on that. A huge ordeal. We got a meerkat with us, that's for sure. Trying to get this gate locked. Give me a second. So as it goes, I stirred it. I haven't gotten too far, but right here, where you see these logs, it's going to be a log platform. It's going to go here, and it's going to walk up, and it's going to have steps that actually goes to it. I'll cut this log here in the rounds, and that one over there in the rounds. And I'm just going to plateau them, like one, and then the other, and then the other, as they go up. The shot wall for the firing range, for safety's sake, had to make sure it was stable and steady. So I got two form logs here. And make sure this is safe. I went ahead and put a ton of dirt on the back end of it. As you can clearly see, But then I gotta clean this area up a little bit. This is for my making of my blades and such as I melt them down and do other things and make other arrangements. And then this is for greenhouse blocks. I have built a mold finally. And what we do is we take the plastic bottles and we throw them in the fire pit bucket and melt them down. But before I get to that, there's the sawmill on it. We got a lot of stuff happening. All right. You build yourself a fire. You put it on there. You put your pot on the rail. You put your plastic inside the pot and you melt it down. You pour it into its liquid form and then you pour it into your mold and it creates a nice plastic block that can reflect heat and build yourself a nice greenhouse. Earth give you everything, but it don't give you plastic. Plastic is a pain in the neck to get rid of. So rather than trash it, I found a way to reuse it. Now, this right here is the start of the root cellar. Ugh. As you can see, this dirt comes up here. I can almost walk underneath the house. And that's exactly what we're aiming for. What we're going to do, we're going to get this about 7 feet deep. And then we're taking it 8 feet back that way. We're going to take it about a good 4 feet this way and another 6 feet this way. That way I can build a septic system for the bathroom. I can build, excuse me, I got a septic system for the bathroom. I can build the root cellar and actually have a place to store stuff. Another cool thing here, the cats have been doing their job really good, catching rodents and lizards and everything. And they used to come in this window. This window, this air conditioner was over there. But I had to put it here because of this hole. And when I moved it, I didn't realize, well, I just locked the cats out. So I went ahead and popped some boards into the window here and left just that little square open. And I'm going to buy a kitty door to put into there. And it's a lockable one. But until then, you see, it's bright, but it's a little bridge platform here. Just a makeshift bridge, and the cats climb up it, and they end up going out and in and getting everything taken care of. And then they come in and out, but they spend most of their time outside of it. And we've started on, as you can see behind me here, all this and all this. This is all compost garden beds. And then we have plants. Lots and lots of plants for days. This here is the Haggard hut. It's my homestead hand. The man I pay to help me get all this done. And he's got a little pad there. And this here is for the water. But speaking of the meerkat, I wasn't kidding when I said that we meerkat, the man responsible for the hole. As I say, we've done it. No, it's been one person. One person dug that hole alone. And that person is Shaggy.
How we doing?
This is my brother, Shaggy, and he is the only other family living on the homestead with me currently. He has been a huge help. And I tell you what, the man can dig. He is definitely a meerkat.
Yeah, the fucker can. Yeah, the fucker can.
Then we have Haggard over here, as always. The homestead hand, brother from another mother. And of course, as always, we got the youngins. We got Kaylee. And you got Wesley.
Yeah, my hair's so puffy.
And you got Bella. And my old lady. And then you got Huckle's daddy here.
Hello.
We call him Peter, but his name is Brandon.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. When he has hair, he is Brandon. When he don't have hair, He is Peter Griffin. How you been, brother?
I'll talk about it more after you're done your video.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Video conversation.
So we ended up getting the freezer in place and the generator here. Now, there used to be 2 generators here, but unfortunately, the one generator lost a boot. So we have to replace the spark plug boot for it. The truck is running good. And the water run is making perfect. We haven't had to go to the laundromat for laundry in a while because we have been doing laundry by hand in a very, very new fashion way to me, but works so well. The line here goes in, keeps going down. All we do is we take some water, pop it in these 2 totes, add the laundry soap to it, let it stick around, swish it, do what we got to do until it gets to that level. And then we take it, throw it in the other tote with nothing but clean water and fabric softener, let it sit in there for a little bit, wring it out, put it on the line, and then just kind of do a double dip on it if you need be. You remember those big piles of all the debris and sticks and everything else? Well, you see them piles is all but half gone. They are all but half gone because of the fact that you quite literally have a dead hedge. The dead hedge here is for growing plants and everything else. You have the sweet potatoes inside of the hay itself and straw, and you have the regular potatoes in there as well. I got a bunch of canning jars over here. You know, we've renamed, just out of sheer fun and giggles, we've renamed a lot of the houses until my brother's house gets here. Well, we have the tavern. It has working fridge, working stove, everything powered, and everything steady. So we call that the tavern. We have the Haggard hut, which is the protection system, the gatekeeper. In order for anybody to come on my land, they have to pass my half-giant brother. And then you have the Ghost Hound, which is what my son named his camper, my old camper that I gave him. He said he wanted it and he wanted to stay in it. So I said, okay. And it's got power and everything else that's needed as well. But it doesn't have a working restroom because it's not that type of camper. It's more of a Vertigo. So it's actually over there and it's working really, really well. But we now have power and everything. And we're so close to running water through the wall itself that I can almost feel the water coming. This IBC tote is going to be transferred to over here, in this area over here. See, right over here, I'm going to be building a water tower, and then the water tower will stand up about 6 to 7 feet tall. Put an IBC tote on top of it, and that's 250 gallons of water. If I put 2 of them, that's 500 gallons of water. But that's 4,178 pounds of water with 2 of them full completely. So it has to be based with pilings and everything under the sun for that one. Oh, there we go. Ari's got something. Look at her. Look at her. There she is. See her? Can you see her? She's on the stalk. So we got everything going in this area. Some stuff changing and some stuff changing around. But all in all, you see what's happening here. And it's gotten a lot further. I mean, we got marigolds and flowers coming in. And, the big thing is the property line. And when you were looking at it, it's all opened up to the road. I don't like that. So, this pine tree here gave me an idea. So I was walking the land. I was walking down the road to help some people. You got pine trees everywhere, bunches of them. I mean, you got 3 or 4 in this little area, 2 or 3 there, a couple there, a couple back there, and that area there. So what I'm gonna do is back over in this area. When it comes down, there's my stake. See, I had the property surveyed, so I know exactly where everything is. And as you can see, that stake right there is my property line. So I'm gonna go about to where this one is. And this one, you see how it's pushing out towards the road? I want to replant it, resupport it up so it goes straight up like this rather than out like this. And then I'm going to replant. I'm going to pull all these pine trees from back in the woods. I'm going to pull them up and I'm going to